Oh my god, Becky, look at that box. It is so big. I mean, that box, it's just so big. I can't believe it. It's just so heavy and out there. It's just so...
G'day everyone, Dicko here with another hands-on first impressions of the biggest bloody tablet that I've ever used. This is the XP Pen Artist Pro 27 Generation 2. And just like Sir Mix-a-Lot's seminal work, this thing is big, this thing is chunky, and it is something to behold. Now the name is in the pudding here. This thing is for professionals, and unlike other brands who tend to slap the word pro into every little thing they make, this particular thing takes that word pretty seriously. Now let's get into some specs. This is a 27-inch 4K drawing tablet that is color calibrated from the factory with an etched glass display. It has a 120 Hz refresh rate as well, which is really interesting. And on top of that, it also has a multi-touch support, which is pretty sweet. It comes with two styli, one with the classic style and one with the slimline. I'm a big fan of the slimline, as I mentioned before. And of course it comes with a shortcut remote. So it does come with a lot of things out of the box, but one extra thing it does still include is a stand. If you look at the back here, on the box at least, you'll be able to see that it actually does come included with a proper articulating stand, unlike other brands which just seem to refuse to include it in their premium products, which is absolutely ridiculous if I say so myself.
And it's nice to see it still included in this particular model. So before I got this tablet for review by XP Pen, so thank you by the way for XP Pen for allowing me to test this thing out, I was actually thinking about upgrading my dual monitor setup to a dual quad HD ultra wide setup to reduce clutter from my desk, because it was pretty messy having two monitors, two sets of cords, two power outlets, and then having to hook it up on and off between two different computers. It was quite a pain in the ass for me to work with. But off the back of my last video, XP Pen reached out and said, look, are you interested in trying this thing out? And I thought, you know what? Based on the specs, there is opportunity for this to be my main display.
Now in the past when I've bought these larger format of tablets, there's always been some sort of trade-off, whether that's in the color contrast, the refresh rate, or just general performance of the larger screens in exchange for the ability to draw on that tablet. But however, now things have seemed to improve quite a bit over the last few years, where you don't have those compromises as much as you used to. So much so that you can probably use it as your main display for a multitude of things outside of just drawing. So now we have the high refresh rate, we have great color contrast, great responsiveness from the tablet itself when you're drawing, and on top of that you still have the multi-touch. So you kind of get a complete package, well, minus a computer, to do pretty much everything you want to do with a monitor, including things you do just for fun, such as gaming or watching TV or whatever.
Now off the top, I wasn't really looking for a new tablet experience. I wasn't really looking to improve my workflow when it came to using a tablet. Now, I still love the smaller tablet. Like as I mentioned in my previous videos, having that portability is fantastic, especially if you want to get out of the house, go to different places, use your tablet in different environments, or if you're going to collaborate with someone on something, you want to take your workstation around in order to do that. Because on paper, the spec sheet, apart from the size of the screen, is pretty much identical to the Artist Ultra 16 that I used before I plugged in this display. The Artist Ultra 16 also comes with a color calibrated 4K resolution etched glass display. It comes with the same dual pen container, and it also comes at a much lower price point that is a little bit more accessible to most professional artists. But sometimes you do need to have a space that is more geared to proper, sedentary studio work. That's kind of where this product category sits within. It's not designed to be for the newbie or the student, although the student can benefit from this. But it is definitely geared towards those who do this every day. They either draw every day, they do 3D sculpting every day, they work long hours, they sit down in the same spot, they do their thing. The drawbacks, of course, come with the fact that this thing is big, alright? A bigger display means you kind of need to have a bigger desk, especially one that you can pull out and sit in front of you. You need to have that space to actually unlock the stand and bring it down across the length of your desk. So it's not really designed for small studio spaces, unless you do something a little bit creative. Because this monitor also supports a VESA mount, which means that you can attach any kind of monitor arm that you can think of to the back of this display. And that's what I've done. I've added a Ergotron monitor arm to this display, and now suddenly my sit-stand desk can actually be used as a sit-stand desk, which is kind of insane. Because no longer does it feel like I'm really working on a monitor, it kind of feels like I'm working with an easel, like standing up with a paintbrush and, painting on canvas, so to speak. And because I can make broader strokes with my pen and, move my arm around a little bit more freely, I am noticing that I'm having a lot less wrist strain when I'm drawing. That's a big one for me. That's one thing I've noticed. When paired with the sit-stand desk and the articulating monitor arm, suddenly I feel a lot more mobile in my small studio space, which is weird to say. And with the 4K display as well, I do find that I am less reliant on needing multiple monitor setups to do my work, which is kind of nice. Which in turn makes my office feel a little less cluttered as well, which is kind of what I wanted to do from the start. Now, am I going to miss the idea of having an ultra wide display on my desk? I don't know, because I've never had one before. But, right now, this feels pretty damn good. Now let's quickly touch on the pen input feel and touch and stuff like that. It's pretty much identical to the Artist Ultra 16 that I reviewed a few months ago. The experience is literally identical. Same input. The response time feels exactly the same. The quality of the pens are identical. There's not really that much to say about that part of the display, which is ironic given that it is a drawing tablet. The same thing can be said for the touch input as well, especially on the Mac. It is useless. It is absolutely useless on the Mac because there is no touch input support on Mac, so to speak. On Windows, it's a little bit better, but again, it depends on the app that you use and what you would get from the touch input from the app that you're using. Color contrast on this display has outpaced my old monitors, so I am not missing my old monitors. The blacks on this are black. The colors are punchy, the contrast is really nice, and I have had no misgivings when it comes to, removing my old monitors. Those actually feel old by comparison now, so I'm actually quite happy with just using this one display to do all the things that I wanted to do. The main drawback, however, of course, is the price. It is not a cheap display, alright? At well over $2,500 on discount, you're gonna have to invest quite a bit of money into a setup such as this. The crazy thing, however, is that this is the cheapest 27-inch drawing tablet in its category across multiple brands. The Huion, I think it was, it's well over the $3,000 mark. And let's not even touch the price of the Wacom version, alright? That is just absolutely ridiculous. So if you are a professional who is earning a decent living from their craft, but also wants to have a more comfortable work environment, at least you have a somewhat more affordable option out there to, choose from. Will the large tablet make you a better artist? Unlikely. Does it make you a little bit more efficient? Maybe. Is it absolutely necessary? Probably not, unless you need to improve your well-being while doing your work. And ironically, if you are planning on consolidating your workspace, as in reducing the amount of screens you have on your desk and, wanting to combine multiple desired properties of a monitor into one, then again, this thing is pretty damn good.
Okay, so that's it for the XP Pen Artist Pro 27 Generation 2. Man, that is a mouthful. However, what did you think about this product? What did you think about the tablet? Is it too big? Is it too small? Do you want something bigger than this for your drawing experience? Let me know in the comments below. And if you are interested in upgrading to a newer tablet or are buying a tablet for the first time, check out the link down below. It will give you discounts to the entirety of the XP Pen range on their website. So yeah, any bit helps this channel as well. So if you click on that link, it also helps support this channel too. XP Pen are a great supporter of what I'm doing here on my channel as well. So again, thank you XP Pen for letting me try out this tablet. It's been a blast, and I'll continue to work with it and see how it goes over the next few months. I think it's going to be very interesting in trying it out across different workflows such as sculpting, storyboarding, illustration, all that sort of stuff. So stick around for those videos. In the next video, we're going to talk about how to improve a shitty, crappy walk cycle. So if you're interested in learning how to improve your animation skills, stick around for the next video, get subscribed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, have fun, I'll see you later.